what I can tell you is that you're absolutely right. I've had ups and downs like you wouldn't believe. And I was searching for an MLM company for the last 5 years before finding NHT. I've been in the industry for a very long time, but then quit and did other stuff and so on. So I was looking for an MLM company, and during these 5 years, I've had so many different companies approaching me and wanted to show me different businesses. And there was always something that I didn't like, or there was something wrong. And there are 5 specific things that I'm looking at when I'm looking at a company, and I think everyone should. And the first one is the company itself. And to me, it's really important that, as you heard Joe Garcia was saying earlier, that a company who's brand new, 90% of those will get out of business within 5 years. So that was the first thing when Dalibor contacted me on the internet. I was super skeptical, I can tell, you remember. And I'm like, okay, how old is the company? Because I was thinking in my mind, this is just another company that's popping up and disappearing, and I'm so tired of that. So, and he was, at that time, it was 14 years, and so he was telling me 14 years. And I was like, wow, 14 years, I've never heard of it. And it's approved in Europe. We have products, we have warehouse. Is this really for real? How can I miss this? You know, I've been searching for so many years. And then it was also, he was telling me it was publicly traded, which was very, very good for me. It wasn't a deal breaker, but almost, because I wanted a company where I can really know for sure that it was what they were saying that it was. So the company is number one. The second thing that I'm looking at in the company is the products, the product line. And the only product that I knew of at that time was the facelift. That was all we were talking about. And when I saw all these pictures, I saw the price for the customer, I saw the profit for the people that are selling it. Then I was thinking, if this is true, it's $1 million product. It's insane. I really couldn't believe it until I got the product home myself, tried it on a lot of people, and I saw the result for myself. But at that time, I didn't know that. I just saw the pictures, and then so that was number 2, and it looked very, very good. So I was hoping and thinking that the product is good enough. And then number 3 was the compensation plan. If I'm going to do the job, I want to know that I'm actually getting paid for it, even though money is not everything, and I'm not in it for the money itself, but I love money, to be honest. I want a lot of it, so. But that's not what's driven me, but I really want a lot of money. So the compensation plan, at this time I was starting to really like the company, and I didn't want to do that because I knew I would find something that was wrong, something that wouldn't work, there would be some problems. So I had a guy looking at the compensation plan who I consider be in Scandinavia the best when it comes to binary plans. And this was the first time that I really understood how much I love this company, because I was scared that he was going to find something that wasn't good. So I was sitting there waiting. We had lunch. He was looking at it, and I was like, oh, I really, really hope he's going to enjoy this and say it's a good one. And he was telling me that this was the best compensation plan he has ever seen in a binary company. So I was, yes, awesome. So now this number 3 is great. Number 4 is the leaders and the support. And this was the first time that I wanted to talk to, this was Joe Garcia. And I was, I was not so much interested in what he had to say. I just wanted to feel him, like, is he an okay guy? And I was expecting, like, come on, let's join us, a little bit creepy. And I didn't feel that at all. It was the opposite. It was, I could really, really feel that he wanted me to join the company, but not for his sake. He wanted me to join it for my sake. And I could feel that big heart. And I just, after that, I felt this was like the major thing. Because if we don't have the right people, it doesn't matter how great the company is, how great the products are, how much money we make, if the people are not friendly or helpful. So that was number 4. And the last thing that I was looking for was the timing. And you've seen it all now. And I didn't know at that time that we were going to be number 1 in Fortune 100. But we are. And the company's growing like crazy. And I think that's really important. It's so important because you want to be in a company where you have momentum, where you have like things happening. And I think at that time, and also maybe even more now, is that we have the stability of an old company. We have everything that comes with an old company, but we are really, really first here, and we have the excitement of a new company. So I think we get both of the words, the best of both worlds here. So if I would look at the company right now, I would say it's even better timing than 2 years ago. Because now we have a lot in Swedish, Finnish, we have these new apps, we have so many more things, we have more products, and we are still just in the start. So I would say there are never a bad time to start with NHT, but it has never been a better time than right now. That's really what I think. So, yeah.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Sonja. I remember that Dan, on one of his presentations, said that when you get started, you get motivated by your sponsors, and then when you build the business, you get inspired by your downline or your people in your team. And you are really true inspiration for me and for your team. So thank you very much, and thank you for joining us today here.
Thank you.